Hey everyone, happy Friday evening. I'm in Breckenridge in Colorado, a beautiful mountain town ski resort. I love it here. I love it. It is my favorite place on the planet. And I wanted to share with you how I landed up here, but really it ties into the concept of a hidden heart. At the moment, so many of my clients are expressing to me how they're wanting to come out more and more with the expression of their voice, more and more with expanding into the power of who they are, to have a bigger impact, to have a bigger influence, just to say more and to express themselves more, and just to have a more, let's say, honoring of their truth. And it's been a very curious, exploration that so many people that I'm working with, and just in general conversation, and I'm in many, many containers. I am continuously up-leveling and upgrading myself, and so I'm in many containers with incredible women doing incredible things in other containers. And I hear these conversations time and time again. These people, oftentimes deeply spiritual, oftentimes women, so deeply spiritual, deep connection with the divine, or certainly in pursuit and seeking closer connection and sort of oneness, and just wanting to bring greater levels of consciousness to the planet and to themselves, and to shift the planet in a positive way. So I've been intrigued by these conversations around the feeling of like there's a calling, there's a pull, they're wanting something more, and they're in these places of frustration and slight disconnect from, let's say, potentially their full calling. And so let me tie this back to how I landed up in Breckenridge, and tie it back into the concept of hidden heart. And so I ended up in Breckenridge. Dana and I are moving to Colorado, and I'm coming down first, really just to look for places to settle. And a few weeks ago, I was on my way to Boulder. I was staying in Boulder, all set up to stay in Boulder, accommodation sorted out. And 2 hours out from arriving in Boulder, I had this real pull in my heart to come to my favorite place in the world and spend some time here, which is Breckenridge. I mean, who doesn't want to spend some time in a mountain ski town, beautiful forests and nature, and it's just exquisite. And so literally I reached out. I'd been here in April, and I reached out. It came to me and sort of was intuitively prompted to reach out to the woman who I'd rented the house from in April and see, hey, is it available? Well, quite literally in the space of 45 minutes, my plans changed, and I'm now here until the end of June and possibly the end of July, while Dana's wrapping up some work in California, and she was just with me here for the week. And all of that unfolded so quickly, and really, what is the message here? The message is that I followed the prompts and the intuitive call of my heart. It was a knowing. There was a buzz in my whole being, was like, go to Breckenridge, go to Breckenridge. I want to go to Breckenridge, go Breckenridge. And it was just this continual call. And so as I've been working with my clients, well, let me just tie that down and finish that out. So I followed the call of my heart, and it unfolded so quickly and so seamlessly, everything in absolute perfection. And as I'm working with my clients and recognizing that many of them have a call from their hearts, many of them are being pulled forward, many of them are being called forward, what I'm actually realizing is that more and more is that what's actually being called forward, and I've been talking a lot around power, if you've been following me, what's actually being called forward is the call forward of their hearts, the call forward of my heart. More and more of our hearts are actually being called forward to be shown and made visible into the world. What I mean by this, I mean that your true nature, the truth of who you are, the true expression of who you are, is the ask. And I've spent years and years taking and spending time nurturing my heart out of its hidden place. And why are our hearts hidden? Because we have been judged, we've been faced rejection, we've faced some painful experiences in our past, and slowly but surely we've lost trust in our heart. And when we lose trust in our heart, we lose trust in the divine. And when we lose trust in our hearts and the divine, we lose trust in the true nature of who we are. Our hearts are intricately connected with the cosmic heart. And when we lose trust and confidence in our true natures, we don't show up as our true selves, doing and loving the things we're wanting to do, visiting the places we're wanting to do, having the experiences we're wanting to have, and instead we move further and further away from our hearts. And when we move further and further away from the truth of who we are and the true expression of who we are, we lose our power. The heart is the source of our power. So to truly, truly claim your power, to truly, truly be in the source of your power, you're going to have to bring your heart out from hiding. And what does that mean, to bring your heart out from hiding? You just start slowly. What is something that is on repeat for you? What is something that you have a desire inside of your heart to do? And you can observe what the desire is, because there will be some kind of frustration. There'll be a rub. There'll be something that you're dissatisfied, a discontentment, a gap. And there will be a constant ongoing ask. It will be a constant ongoing call forward. It will be a constant ongoing interest of yours. You'll be in fact watching people, and pay attention to the types of people that you're watching, either on social media or your friends or people that you inspire you, and there'll be a resonance with some of the things that they're doing, and you'll be feeling in your heart, oh, I know I can do that, I wish I could do that, I want more of that. And so, for example, at the moment, apart from coming to Breckenridge, I'm deeply involved with Kyra Casey and doing her Rich Bitch Money goals. Why? Because there's a call and a desire within my heart, and it's been going for months and months and months and a couple of years, to really expand my wealth, to really take it to the next level and see what else there is for me. And it's not like I'm in a bad financial position, but my heart is desiring more. And for so long, I've actually denied myself even going there in terms of desiring more wealth and wanting to expand what I currently have. And it's been interesting to watch what's been happening around me, around wealth and the expansion into wealth. I'm going to share more of that with you. So I would encourage you, typically the things that are calling you forward, typically the things that you're inspired by, typically the people that you're inspired by, it is because it exists and it resides in you. It is because there is time for some healing and for some expression in terms of what's available to you, as you take your heart out and allow your heart to desire freely, liberate your heart, bring it out. And so if you are in a place, and I would encourage you, if you're in a place where you're wanting to express more, you feel like there's something bigger for you, you feel like you're capable of more, you feel like there's a bigger message that you have to give to the world, you feel like you want to leave your job and go into your spiritual work, you feel like you want to leave a relationship because you're not happy, well, the truth of it is that all of this is linked to your heart being hidden. And only once you start to liberate your heart, only once you allow your heart to be present, your heart to lead the way, will you start to feel that level of fulfillment, that level of abundance, that level of innovation and excitement again. So take some time this weekend. Is your heart hidden? How come it's hidden? Take your time to also think about what areas of your life do you want to bring your heart out more, especially if you're looking to express yourself more. What is it that needs to be said that's not being said, because this is your heart being hidden? The most fulfilling life is going to be a life that's lived from your heart. Send you love.